Welcome to the Paul Smith Podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Paul Smith Podcast with the man himself, the one and only Brennan Reece, everyone.
Hello.
Hello Brennan, how are you?
Good. It's nice to be out the house, isn't it?
It's very nice to be out the house.
Like, I hate podcasts, but I'm like, can I get out the house? Yeah, I'll fucking come and do it.
Oh, so you wouldn't
I'll start
normally
litter picking me. No, of course I would.
If you don't know who Brennan is, I'm sure most of you do because he's every fucking where. People might not know you, but then they'll hear your voice and go, I fucking know that voice from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's that eBay cunt, innit?
That's me.
It's the eBay cunt.
I was the eBay cunt, but now I'm not.
Are you not the eBay cunt anymore?
No.
Ah.
It's weird. I was only meant to do it once. Weirdly enough.
Can you do the... Are you allowed? Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Go on, do the
There was
eBay
a few
thing.
different ones, so it's like, eBay, fill your cart with colour. That bought me a
I
house.
got money off eBay for that.
That bought me a house. I've got no training. I read some words, and when I fucked it up, you could say it again and again. I'd go to London once a week and be like, "It's Black Friday. Buy a Bosch drill." It was so good, such a good job.
Yeah.
I did it for like maybe 2, maybe 3 years, and I started on a Black Friday, so it was all reading all these products. And then I've been replaced with, do you know the actor Toby Jones?
Ah.
The one that needs
yeah.
that extra cash in a lockdown. He's probably a multi-millionaire, Oscar-nominated piece of shit.
Detectorist is good, though.
Yeah, I did a drama with him years ago, and he's a very nice man, but I thought, you don't need eBay.
Yeah.
I do.
He's done very well for a weird-looking guy.
Yeah, I think those actors are good, though, aren't they? Do you know the ones
Yeah,
who look
character.
like... They look like he looks a bit like a tumour, but you go, it's
Yeah.
a good character face, because you could be anything.
Yeah, like the guy... I've been watching The Queen's Gambit.
I've not seen it, but the
On
girl
Netflix.
in it, oh,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
beautiful.
Very good.
She looks
Well,
like the
she's
PlayStation
very like
girl.
she's unusual but very pretty, but
Yeah.
unusually pretty. But there's a guy in that as well. He's in a couple of things you recognise him. He always ends up playing like baddies.
Yeah,
But he's weird because like from you can see like on a headshot he probably looks handsome,
but
but the moment he moves you're like, wow, he's ugly.
wouldn't you love to be like a baddie actor though?
Yeah, I'd much prefer that.
One of my mates is a baddie actor, and he's
Who
in
is
like
it?
Line of Duty and stuff like that.
I've never watched that.
Have you not?
No.
Get on it. It's dead good.
Everyone says this, and I've started it like 6 times, and I'm like, why is this good?
He gets good. Then he gets a bit shit, but then he gets back to good. And he just plays a baddie in everything. Like very, very quiet, long man.
Yeah,
And he's just like, "You alright?" Oh, I'd be shit at it
just a
though.
baddie. Yeah.
I've tried to. I've auditioned for baddies. Don't work. It does not.
Hi,
I'm like,
go to kill your family.
I remember once auditioning for
eBay.
Fill this bag with money. I remember auditioning for a Crime Watch Reconstruction when I first left drama school, and they were laughing at me. It was meant to be it was a heist in a Tesco in Dewsbury, and I had to go in. And I was like, "Get on the floor," and they were like, "Right, can you do it again?" But good. And I was like, "Get on the floor," and they were like, "We'll employ you as an actor, but you will be Kevin who got robbed." I was like, and then I had to be this guy who was
Did you smash that?
yeah, but the guy was there, and he was about 50, and he was going, "Do you want to wear my outfit so you can get more in the role?" And I'm going, "No." And then the director was like, "That's a great idea." So I was running towards a man that had been stabbed outside of Tesco because they'd robbed all the money in like size 42 waist pants, like looking like a clown, be like, "Oh, there's a bit of robbery." And then people around thought there'd been actual robbery. You go, "What? And there's a camera crew filming it? You know, beds." That's my first acting job.
Like that's Crime Watch.
Yeah, they're just there.
Oh, fucking hell. So what you been fair doing? Like, cause you are a renaissance man.
It's weird because like stand-up's a thing that I've loved since I was like maybe 13, 14. Do you know when you
Yeah.
see your first thing, you go, "What the fuck is this?" I remember on a VHS, my brother's Raw tape, and I was like, "What is this?"
Everyone started Eddie Murphy Raw, don't they?
Yeah.
Or
And
Richard Pryor.
I didn't know that it was a job. So I was always like a show-off performer.
Yeah.
Because I did like acting when I was a kid, so it was always the thing that I was like, "Oh, I can do this." Never had any interest in anything else. And then when I left drama school, acted in stuff for about 18 months, and I thought, "Oh my God, I'm that 1% who's going to be like dead famous." And then after those 18 months, it was a long 2 years signing on. I was like, "Fuck, this is rubbish." And then I went to the job centre a lot, and they were going like, "You should quit." and then I was like, "Right, what shall I do?" So I tried stand up once, and I was like, oh, "This is great." And I wasn't good when I started, but I was dead confident because I'd been on stage. So it tricked the audience into thinking I had jokes, but I just spoke dead quick and moved my hands quite a lot. And I've done that now for 10 years. I'm very good at speaking dead quick.
There's a lot of acts who do that.
There is a lot.
There's a lot of like that must have been good.
They go, "Oh, he stopped." There's so many acts that do you know when they learn the patter of it's like do you know when magicians are like, and here's the thing, blah, blah, blah. Like comedians are just like, went the gig, I tripped over some shit, and then this man said a funny thing, but I was funnier, and everyone goes, "Well done, very good."
I think we're very, like, I've noticed over the last few years, you do a lot more crowd work now.
Yeah.
We're quite similar in style.
Yeah.
We are.
Because when we started out, probably not, but...
No. But I wasn't like I am now when I started, so we our sets are very different.
Yeah.
But our crowd work is very similar.
Yeah.
Because we're both kind of... We can get away with shit that a lot of people couldn't say.
It's sort of been like a cheeky shit, innit?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm worried about. But I always think of you when I get worried about it, because comedians are always in their own head, where there's some things I can say now, and I think, oh, when I'm 10 years older, will I be able to get away with it? Yeah. And then I watch you and I go,
I'm not fucking 10 years older than you cunt.
What are you like? How old are you?
Fuck off, you knobhead. Because you're well older than you look. That's
I've got a tash on today. This is as old as it's ever looking.
My fucking head in that.
How old are you?
You're well older than you look.
Yeah, but if you look on my Wikipedia, I'm about 7.
I'm 38.
Okay. Oh, 5 years then.
Are you 33?
I'm 33.
Oh, you fucking prick.
But I feel lockdown's starting to chip away at it now.
You do look like 25, though.
If I have a shave...
The tash isn't good for you.
No, it's not good for anyone, is it?
Bad look.
Like, I look like I'm in like Fargo, but as an extra.
Yeah, you do.
Or like an indie band that had One Hit Wonder and they're still doing a tour but round like SUs.
Yeah. But you weren't even in the original band.
No. I just do the covers. I bring on the... Do you know the people that run on and bring a guitar in between songs?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. So
yeah, about the crowd, like, where I think as you get older, you don't want to come across as being rude or like... Do you know when you see like 50-year-old acts and they're talking about sex and it sometimes comes across as like, you go, why are you talking about snogging? Like, you're 50.
Yeah.
You're on your second marriage. What are you doing? So I'm at that point now where I worry about it, and you probably shouldn't because I still get away with it. But crowd work's my favourite thing to do. I love it. Because you can just be... It's like being back at secondary school, do you know, where you can be a knob to bullies.
Yeah.
It took me about 2 years of being smacked in the face to realise that if I came back with something, they'd fuck off.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gay. And I go, maybe I am gay. And then they'd be like, yeah, you fucking lick your mum out. I mean, this is not the right... I was going to say you lick your mum out. And then my dog, who's here, is literally licking some water. It sounded like someone had put a sound effect in on me just reminiscing of when I was 14.
We're going to have to show the dog.
Come here.
This is the most you dog.
Imagine I'd pulled a pit bull.
Yeah. The giant Rottweiler.
There she is.
Look at that little baba.
Look at her. She wants to get on the mic, do a bit of crowd work. This is Scruff.
Scruff, everyone. I really just want to do the podcast with Scruff, I'm not going to lie.
I mean... okay. Imagine she starts getting booked for like 20s and
Where's
stuff.
the baby?
So, yeah, the crowd work thing. Do you not love getting away with being a bit of a...
I love it, mate, yeah. That's just because I did a podcast with Lee Chadwick, who's an MMA fighter.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time I met him, he was in the audience and I started calling him a little pussy, saying I was going to smash his head in and take his bird off him. And he's a fucking absolute killing machine. And I was like, I want to fuck off Lee, you little faggot. I'm going to fucking I'll take your bird off you right now. Get outside then, Lee. Get outside then. I was kicking it. I said, I always pick on the biggest fella.
Yeah.
Because one, they can take it.
Yeah.
Because they're always the best at taking it.
It's like prison rules, isn't it?
Yeah. They're not threatened by it at all. And two, even if they can't, they're so shocked by the situation because nobody speaks to them like that. Where they're just like, I don't know, because everyone's laughing and I don't know what to do. Because normally I just knock them out, but I can't knock them out because I'll look like a tit.
Yeah. But I've been in those situations where Do you know? Because it's usually an alpha male that
Yeah.
goes for another alpha male. It's just a natural thing. But when I'm on stage, you get these men, because I'd like doing the same where you go for them, and then they're going, fuck it, they're getting embarrassed. Why the fuck is that little beta male who I can't quite fucking figure out whether he's gay or straight, and I don't know how old he is because he has got a tash, but he's got beautiful skin. And then they do go for you.
Yeah.
Have you never been in situations where it's gone wrong? And
Nah, no one's ever fronted me.
have you not?
Really? No man. Women have.
I've had both.
Women have fronted me.
I've had-
not men.
I remember at Baby Blue, R.I.P., which was a comedy club before this one.
Yeah.
Well, it was the same time, but this one battered it. So what happened was I was on stage and I was laying into a guy, but in a fun way. Everyone's laughing. And then he got up and I'm thinking, oh, shit. And I couldn't figure out whether he was going to the toilet or coming towards me. And then it became very apparent by the things he was shouting. But I noticed that the bouncers coming behind him, so I was goading him even more. And I was going, get on the fucking stage then. And everyone was like, yeah. It turned into like Gladiator. Everyone's like, fucking yeah. He's going, I'm going to fucking... Like I just timed it perfect. And as he got to the stage, I just fucking grabbed him off. And I was like, fuck. Because I would have been knocked into the middle of next week.
Didn't you get fucking nearly done by someone once?
Yeah, well, I got strangled off an old man at a football club because he kept calling me, it's a running theme, he kept calling me like a faggot or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not bothered, like I'm not a gay man, but I've been called gay all my life and I don't care because I'm camp, but
Yeah.
I'm not, but like, I think my life would be easier if I was gay, but I just can't, it's just not, my palate's not developed enough yet to take a dick to the mouth. So I'm gonna stay. Do you know, like when you
that? Like you just every so often, like it's like olives. Every so often, you just putting the tip of a dick in your mouth and going, not quite there.
my
not
mum
quite
goes,
there."
try it. You taste, come on. Like, do you know when you sit? I don't like wine. I reckon olives, wine, and cock are all the same thing. Where you're like, when I
I
great
like
to have
wine,
a
I
middle
don't like
class dinner
olives.
party. Do you not?
Not ready for cock then.
Maybe you might like a flaccid cock. Maybe you're in
Like the
between.
ball. No, a flaccid cock. I'd be well worse than an erect cock.
It'd be like putting one of them long balloons in your mouth. Like,
I'd rather have a hard dick in my mouth than a flaccid one.
I don't know, because I think a flaccid one's funnier in it. Like if you're with mates and it's a flaccid one that goes, you're like, oh, fucking hell, look at this. But if it's just a hard dick, like,
Even when I'm watching porn, you know, like they start sucking the dick and it's not hard. I'm like, oh, that looks. It looks like. I don't know.
It's like trying to suck off a panna cotta. It just doesn't.
Looks like a slug.
It doesn't hit like a bush tucker trial.
Dicks are horrible, but like,
I don't know. Like, I tell you what, I was watching Naked Attraction the other night. I don't watch telly very much, but I was watching it, and it's dicks with foreskin on. Are horrible. They look like Volivant's gone wrong. They're horrible.
have you got a foreskin?
No,
Haven't you?
no.
See, I've got quite a tight foreskin, mate. This has gone weird. I didn't expect to talk about this.
The dog's fucked up.
Come here. Come on, Scruff.
Do you know the like?
What, have you circumcised that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Like when you were a kid?
Baby. I think they just must have thought he's gonna have a big cock him.
Have you got
What
a
a
big
waste of an operation. It's just a normal knob.
It's the normal.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Or nice as willies go.
Yeah.
Like
Picturesque.
there's a
She's
there's a
take a
comedian.
good dick pic.
I mean, I have done in my time.
Yeah.
I've mastered it. Where I used to send quite a lot. Obviously, I wasn't just send all and send them out. It was like back and forth, always consensual.
Happy holidays.
With a little Christmas jumper on the bottom. But like, I've seen some horrific ones where they look like they're giving directions around the court. Like, do you
Mine's like, see, I've been talking about this in my new show because I think mine looks sound in person.
Yeah.
And I actually,
is it like when you
does.
see someone being a knob on Twitter and you
like-
go, you've got to meet him?
like, do you know, like someone who can't take a good fucking photo? Like, there's nothing wrong with them. But
Yeah.
then as soon as they're like,
They just can't smile.
I take a dick pic and I'm like, what the fuck? Because like it just doesn't look right in a picture. I don't know why. Like, I think I found out this year, right? My dick is bigger than I thought it was. And it was a great moment.
How did you
for me.
find that out? Because it's not a thing you...
Because my missus introduced the dildo into the bedroom.
Yeah.
I measured my dick when I was like a teen. Everyone does with a ruler. And I've always thought my dick leans a little bit to the left.
Okay.
Right. And I've always I factored that in. I've always thought 6.2 inches leans a little bit to the left. I've always said that. I've said that on stage loads.
Yeah.
I think it's in my last show as a joke. 6.2 inches leans a little bit to the left, which is above average. And I'm happy with that. And I was like, that's fine.
Because 6 inches is bigger than a 15 centimetre ruler.
Yeah.
Could you put a 15 centimetre ruler to the back of your throat? No.
Imagine having to just swallow that bottle.
Like, but I reckon I'd get to...
I've got a terrible gag reflex. I can't even put a toothbrush. Like, I'm brushing my tongue.
That's enough.
Like, have you had the COVID test and you got to do that thing?
Horrible, innit?
I got one months and months ago, and I was like, fuck off.
I bet there's some people though in there like,
Gives another one.
Bigger ones, different girths.
So anyway, your missus fucking. I won't go into it. It's in my show. If you're in my next show, if you want to come and buy a ticket to my next show, I'll explain further. But
buy a ticket.
A dildo into the bedroom, but she bought a 6-inch dildo, right?
Okay.
And we ordered it off Love Honey, and it come. And I was like, that's not a 6-inch dildo. She was like, it is. And I was like, it's not. I was like, mine's bigger than that. She went, I know yours is bigger than that. I went, so I had to actually measure it.
Did you do it like kids? Do you know what you do?
Your dick's an inch bigger than I thought it was.
That's great.
And I was like,
I'm quite proud of you.
I am proud of myself. And I thought, it's because I've lost weight. I don't know what it is. I was really fucking happy with myself though.
Like your ears and nose when
honestly,
they never stop growing.
I honestly think if you'd have if it was the choice, I think I took that news better than if you'd have gone, hey, you just won 100 grand on the lottery, you know.
Because 100 grand you can spend, but that dick's staying as it is.
Yeah. You can't buy an extra inch on your dick. I don't give a fuck what those pills online tell you they can do.
They're not doing it though, are they? The pumps aren't. I remember when I was a teenager and I was obsessed with, because I was just thinking, everyone talks about like, oh, you got a big dick, you got a small. I went to all boys schools. Everyone's going, oh, you got no pubes. When I was about 14, I was like, I just want a big dick. That's all I want. And I would look online. I'd fucking try and stretch it out.
Hanging weights off it.
I'd trap it in a door and run back with it like this. And then you just realise you just grow a dick.
Yeah.
Like, I get it if you've got... Do you know those people who have got, like, micro dicks?
Yeah, that must be horrible, mustn't it?
What do you do about that? Can you get an attachment?
You can.
Can you? You can't.
You can.
What, you like a silencer?
No, you put your dick inside. I don't know what it feels like.
I bet it feels like a fleshlight.
I don't know why I know so much about this shit. Well, I do because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but I think it's weird about
I like
sex.
to keep up with the current sex toy trends. I'm in the sex toy. I'm balls deep in the sex toy game, literally, right? But you can get these little fucking things that like, it's like.
Why am I looking at you? I'm just going.
And you can't even see this on the, but like, it's a penis extension basically. So you put your dick inside this thing, and then you put that in. But I don't know what it must feel like for you.
Because how is it not...
The inside of it's like a fleshlight.
Do you know when you... It must be like the human centipede. When you fuck it...
It fucks them.
Fucks them. But when you come back, does your... Do you know the worst bit in sex when your knob flops out?
Because it's got like straps around it.
Oh, you put...
So it's like a strap on basically.
You put undies on with a...
No, it's like a
And then I guess you come in the...
Yeah, you come in. No, it's got like a little thing on the end, like a gap in the end.
So it comes out of the tip of the other bit.
Mm.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I found this out the hard way when I was in Australia. That, do you know, quite a popular way of describing the tip of a man's penis?
What? Like a bell end?
No, like the wee bit.
Oh, the racist term.
I've just never put the two together. Never, ever.
I remember thinking it about 2 years ago and going, that's defo racist, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I said it, I was with a group of Australian comics, one who's Chinese, and I was going, da da da, and then you da da da, blah blah, and they all went, what? And I went, what? And they went, what did you just say? And then I said it, and I went, oh, no. No, I didn't mean, like, that's just what we call. Do you know when a dad would be like, well, that's just what we call a shop? And you go, no. I just never put the two together. And they're all going, have you just like said it so loud and proud without? And I guess to come out of my face as well, they're like, well, he doesn't usually say stuff like that. And I feel it's had a proper impact from those 4 comics because they just think, well, he just says it that, don't they? Oh, God.
I thought, honestly, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I always thought it was chap's eye.
Like a chap lip?
No, like
a gentleman's eye.
Like a gentleman's eye, yeah. That's what I always thought it was. I said chap's eye for so long and no one connected me.
Chaps. Little monocle on
Yeah.
the end.
Like the Monopoly man. It dropped my hat
Chap's
to.
eye.
Yeah.
I mean,
That makes more sense. Well, it doesn't.
Well,
It
fucking hell.
makes some sense. You can. That's not like. Yeah. I always thought that for fucking years.
A chap's eye. Like all those like men in football clubs just be really quite nice
Yeah.
about the tip of a dick.
Yeah.
So when you're measuring the knob,
Yeah.
do you measure to the end of a foreskin, or because the pulling back bit knocks me sick? There was a man on Naked Attraction who pulled it back and I went, what? Do you measure to the end of the skin, or do you measure to the end of the bell end?
No, to the end of the belt. Because when it's hard.
Oh yeah, I forget that bit.
Yeah.
Does it like? I don't know. It just
But
feels.
mine doesn't come back all the way properly because it's tight.
Oh, I thought you meant it's tight when it's flaccid, so it's showing a bit of the.
No, it's called your frenulum. The little loop of skin around
Oh,
the end of it.
it's
It's
isn't it
tight.
horrible though? One of my friends has got one so big he can put 2 peas in it. Do you like you going fun fair? Like
Have you seen the fella with the biggest dick in the world?
the guy with the turban on his like is he?
Yeah,
yeah.
And he has to keep that and to keep it moist because it's all foreskin. Because he's just fucked in it so much, trying to get the biggest dick in the world. So he's just got loads of foreskin. He's got like fucking 3 foot of foreskin. It's
Just
all
dragging like a
foreskin.
bride.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So is he trained to get? Has he made it that
I
big?
think he done something. He wasn't like obviously he was born a bit fucked up. Like if you're watching this, please send me a message to explain what happened to him because I can't really be asked to research it. But like I remember seeing him and I know that he must have fucked with. He was doing something
Yeah.
to try and like
Extend
scar
it.
tissue his dick.
It looks heavy though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it must be. And he's got to keep it wrapped in like moist bandages and shit like that because it all just dries out.
I imagine it looks like a kebab meat.
Yeah.
Because it's so. Like I thought it would be like a thin pepperami type dick.
No, it's a
But
big
it's
thick dick. Like
chunky. Yeah, it's not. What would you rather have? That silly dick.
on a micro dick. I don't have a micro dick.
At least it's more about. But
A micro dick works, so for you, you're still getting the pleasure out of it.
But they're not.
It's not cumbersome. Yeah, but like if you've got, but his dick doesn't work. It can't work.
yeah, but you could slap it on
He
a
can't.
fanny.
He can't have sex ever. You're not getting that inside anyone. I don't
Bet
give a-
someone tries
I
though.
don't, yeah, bet you someone's tried, but I don't give a fuck how much of a fucking porn star you are. You're not getting that dick in yet. It's fucking honest to God, like a doner kebab in it. It's like an elephant's leg. It's fucking horrible.
I bet someone like. Do you remember Annabelle Chong?
Is she the one who had sex with like
500 men in a
Yeah.
day. I bet she's nipped over and
Had a little whirl.
because that must be damaged now
Yeah, you gotta have a sore fanny after that. haven't
after
you?
500. I think she might have wanked some off as well.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it on like Sex Etc.
Even that, like fucking, you get tired after. You're getting a wank off your burn. She's like, you know, she's getting tired. Then you gotta swap out because they haven't got the same. Because every
when
man,
they lean.
I reckon the peak of every man's stamina. I don't give a fuck if you're an athlete. Is that
What? Just honest to God, look at my arm. I don't know. If you look
because
a
every
while
man's
ago,
done that, train that more than anything else.
that's the biggest muscle I've got,
Yeah,
and I don't even do it as much anymore. But that is like Rafael Nadal. That's Tim Henman. That is not good. That is it.
Ooh, grip. Oh yeah, I've started experiment with toys for masturbation now.
To wank yourself off.
Yeah,
Like-
some of them are good, some of them aren't.
Maybe I need to get into this because I think I'm quite just normal.
Well, you know what? I was like, because well, I wouldn't use the term normal, Brennan. I mean, there's nothing abnormal about exploring your sexuality. It's 2020, mate. But I think there's a stigma because every woman in the world's got a dildo or a vibrator or something.
Yeah.
I'm generalising.
I know. I mean, not every. Let's not
like-
think nanas are getting
a lot.
for Black
But
Friday.
what I'm saying is there's no stigma.
No.
They can talk about it quite openly. I mean, not saying they're all going down the street, go and look at me dildo. But like, it's like if someone said, "Oh, I've got a vibrator," you wouldn't be like, "Ugh."
Yeah, what?
But like every time, if I tell someone I've got a flashlight, they're like,
I think that the weird thing about it is, first of all, dildos look sort of futuristic, don't they? So some of them look ridiculous. They're like veiny and got a massive bell end on. But fleshlights, I think it's because you come in it.
Yeah. Some of them you don't. Some of the ones I've got, you don't.
What do you mean?
The travel ones.
Like, how small are they?
They just... they're like that long. And your dick just goes inside them. So they're just basically replacing like the size of your hand a bit more.
But how big's a fleshlight?
Fleshlights are fucking massive.
Are they long?
Massive though.
That?
Fleshlights about that long.
Ah, fair. You can't be carting that around in your hand luggage.
So this called the Fleshlight Go.
But why don't people just have the fleshlight Go?
Honestly, that's the one that is me go-to.
Do they have different... do you know, like Fortnite, how you can have different skins on the characters?
Mate.
Do they have, like, mouths and bumholes and...
Yeah.
Do
they
they?
ones with fucking vampire teeth? No shit. Lad, you can get anything you want. And the Fleshlights are boss because, like, they've all got, like, they're all modelled on actual people's fannies, right?
What a job that is.
And then it's signed by the porn star. And it's got like
So you've got a snipe fleshlight.
a labia and shit on it. Or like you can get like bumhole ones with like women or men or whatever you want.
What about like can you get like Donald Duck's mouth?
You probably can. I don't know.
I bet if you dig deep enough.
I don't know. Disney are bad on branding, aren't they?
Yeah, true.
Disney take that clean off the market pretty quick.
Like Marge Simpson's lips.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you could get that.
I bet you can.
Homer Simpson's arsehole. So you're not trying to get Bart or Lisa, I reckon,
Yeah, if you're wrong, and if you go Maggie fleshlight, you're like, oh, and he goes,
no.
So what? How many have you? How many?
I've got 4.
4.
Got a normal flash. I don't use. The thing is though, I don't use them that much. I use the Go.
Yeah.
But like, it's still easier to just have a wank.
I like.
But like, if I'm feeling frisky and I've got a day off, I want to treat myself, I'll get one out. I got one called from Love Honey. It's called the Thrust, right? And it's supposed to be like a blowjob one, so it's got like suction on it, and it feels like it's like the most professional blowjob you've ever had in your life. I started and I was like, it's like someone is literally trying to suck your bollocks through your dick, right? I was like, what the fuck is going on here? My head nearly fell off, right? And I had a little thing up my bum as well, so it was there's a lot going on.
Is it like when, do you know, the suction of, do you know when the back of a plane gets blown off and everything just goes fuck off? Is it that inside there?
Mate, I think, put my head what the fuck am I talking about this? How have we got to this point?
Do you remember before when I held my dog up and we went,
it's such a nice moment. Yeah, so I got this little like, I like a finger up the bum, me.
See, I'm not against it, but nothing has ever passed that way. The closest that I've ever got.
I think you should open your mind and your anus.
I think my girlfriend would probably go, this is fun.
Mm.
The closest I've ever got is on a massage. You know, sometimes when they go, like in Thailand, when they go in the cheeks and you go, oh, that's fun. Or like when you've had a big poo, that's it.
Yeah. It's a similar emotion to a poo.
Okay.
But like, you can get these little things like a prostate massager. It's only that big.
Do they have a Go version and you just lob it in?
You don't need a Go version because they're only like small. The clean-up operation is not the best, but you just pop it in and it kind of moves with you. Because you naturally, your anus will kind of just go, ooh. So yeah. But it's like a build-up. Honestly, it's mad.
Were you not nervous the first time you popped it?
Nah. Because I've had fingers up there, haven't I?
And that.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, we won't go there. Again, come to my next show, you'll find. But yeah, so I started using this suction thing. And it was too much, I think. Like some of them are too much. Because I was like, this is incredible. And I'm like, fucking hell. But it was, like, you know, like, you ever had a love bite?
Yeah. And you go,
You're like, and I get like, it made me dick numb. Like I swear, I took because I couldn't come.
because it was too.
And I was like, what the fuck? I kept getting stuff, and I was like, and I took it out, and my dick was like, wasn't fully hard anymore. It was like kind of 75%, and it was just like,
and its soul been sucked out of it, like.
Yeah. And I touched it, and I was like, I thought I'll have to finish this off with my hand. And I touched it, and I was like, my dick was numb, and I was like, oh, what's happened here? I panicked.
I mean, I'm not against it. I just forget to, because
Yeah, it's easy to just wank.
I've never been bored of a wank. I've been bored of wanks off other people.
Yeah.
Do you know when you're like,
yeah, women are good at hand jobs.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Because sometimes they can be like,
Yeah, getting a hand job. I mean, you won't know the difference. Is it not dead? Like, checking your bellend's gone dead leathery.
What? Because it's been
got
wanked
no
off.
protection.
Oh, maybe. I think it's become more sturdy.
Because I reckon if someone touches my bellend, I'm like, ooh. If my bellend was hitting the inside of my kex now, I'd be like,
What? As in, it's still sensitive and
it's
like
dead sensitive.
Yeah, no, it's.
Yours
I mean, my mum will definitely be watching this.
Fucking American football.
It looks like a doctor's bag. I've only realised this recently. What are you talking about? It's not because some people's is being touched on the bell end is like the.
Yeah.
Mine, I think, is it's not the bell end bit because I've got quite a prominent bell end.
That big?
No, it's not that big, but it's that like. There's a comic who we know who once saw a picture by accident when she was swiping through, and she goes, "Bloody hell! It's like a kitchen roll. Just the top is like quite, and then, I mean, I'm just describing a dick here, but it's the.
Why is it quite like a mushroom?
Yeah, well, it's just got a good lip. It's got a good rim around it. And then it's
Wait, if you're watching the video version of this, we will superimpose a picture of Brennan's there.
I mean, if you ask about 20 people, I imagine one
I've
person's
got one in my
it.
phone, I'm not gonna lie.
It's actually the back of my cover. And then
It's my phone holder.
it's the bit like, do you know when your knob goes like jars sort of back into your body?
Yeah.
That's the bit that makes you go, oh, fucking.
Is that what made you see? That's nothing for me. That does nothing for me. The base of me there.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm all.
That's what makes me have like more than one orgasm at a time. Have you never had that? When you go, oh, and then you go, fuck, oh, shit, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Mine's the other end. Head of the dick.
I imagine if we rubbed each other's on, we'd be caked.
There'd be so much jizz. Especially if you had a little finger up each other's bum.
And the dog just looking up at us like,
Oh, mate, don't. My missus's dog is. She got like a 8-month-old Cavapooch thing. He's a little fucking teddy bear,
yeah,
and he just watches us have sex.
it's weird, isn't it?
Just, but like, cause she's got him used to being on the bed now. So you try and get him down, and like he'll just sneak back up on the sly, and then you just feel him, just like by your feet, just like, and then just like start sniffing around your arsehole and that. And I'm like, what? Because you're trying to stay in the rhythm of it, and then you're like, Pablo, fuck off.
Yeah. We had this, like, lockdown has not been great for the romance side of our relationship. So the other night it was like, okay, let's go for it. And we're like, this hasn't happened in like a month. This is great. And you could hear this is how long it'd been, our pubes rubbing together because we just hadn't planned it. And I was like, oh, forgot about this. This is fucking great. And then I just feel a fucking paw on my back. And the dog's, you've seen the dog, it's tiny. And she's just stood on top, going like this. And I'm going, we need to, and she's going, don't stop. And I'm going, but you can't, you don't, I can feel a dog on my back. You can't.
Yeah.
And she's going, let's just get to the, and I could, like, she had a fine time, but it's the first time in a long time that I've got to the end and had to be like, this dog's ruined it for everyone. And then I was annoyed at the dog. And all she was going, he's probably going like, get off me, mum. But I just feel this tiny little pause. You're going, stop.
It's off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
I just feel like I'm scarring the dog. Like it's looking at me. It's either going, that looks fun.
Yeah. Giz ago.
Well, maybe not so much giz ago, but like, why can't I do that?
Yeah. Why am I left out?
Yeah. Because the poor dog hasn't any opportunities to fucking get his end away.
Because we've talked about whether we're going to get the dog. Like, cause it's weird, isn't it, when you, especially with a girl dog, you go, right, are we going to get it pregnant?
Yeah.
And you sort of feel a bit like it's pimp, where you go, right, we're going to have to take it to a park.
What breed is it?
It's a Maltipoo. Maltese and a poodle.
You're looking about $3,000 a pup there, is that at the minute? Yeah.
And you get, how many did he fire out? About 6. I'll never have to work again. So I was like, that'd be good because you get to keep one and then you sell the others. And then she's like, but I can't put this little dog through pregnancy. And so we're talking about it, but how do you even go about getting a boy dog some fanny? Like, what do
you get like a breedable, like you stud them out, don't you?
I don't know.
So like I've got a Malinois who's purebred Malinois, so I'll probably be able to stud him out.
So he's like a Love Islander, like top notch.
So he's a good dog, do you know what I mean? And like they're a good breed, so like you'd be able to. Because he's not, I don't know, because every time we cross, because she's a Maltipoo, so what's that, Maltese and
a poodle, yeah.
But it's
so
got to have been a toy poodle, hasn't it?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah, because no full-size poodles.
She's come along, she's like, somebody
talking about me.
Come here.
Look at you, though. So you'd have to breed, what would you breed? So you're going to have to breed over either try and find another Maltipoo.
Yeah.
Or find something similar, like a Jack Russell.
So I couldn't get like...
Have a multi-Jack poo.
Could do that.
Multi-poo Jack.
Multi-poo Jack. Sounds like something that I'd put in the back of the telly.
Yeah.
What? So I couldn't get like, do like a Beethoven dog?
I mean, unless you're going to hold her underneath. Just go. Just basically wank a fucking Saint Bernard up with...
But I'm looking at her going, you're alright. Come on.
She's like,
it's $3,000 a puppy.
We fucking mate, it'd be so much more. But like the fucking puppy would rip it in half. It'd be like fucking come out like Alien.
Well, yeah, because she's got to give birth.
Yeah.
You can see 7 Beethoven dogs inside her stomach.
That's not gonna work out. That.
But I just
your little thing, aren't you? You need to like.
She needs a little micro penis.
A cat.
She needs to fuck a cat.
Yeah.
But I feel bad getting her fucked because she might like it, but
she wants to get fucked.
She's 1.
Yeah, that's what 7 in dog years, right? Ah!
I didn't say anything.
I keep forgetting we're getting recorded. It's just like a green room.
Oh God! If it was a proper green room podcast, it would not do.
Everyone's career to be over.
That's what I've missed. Have you missed that though? Like during all this?
I do. Yeah. When we were back open for a bit, it was lovely. Because the green room is a proper safe space in it. We can just because I think comedians are so desensitized to jokes that if you're gonna make a comedian laugh, you've got to say something fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But like everything goes out the window,
and because everyone knows everyone as well.
Yeah.
The jokes you can make about each other in a nice way, but in a horrible way.
Yeah.
You couldn't say that anywhere else.
And if anyone, but because you must have been in that situation, you know, when you bring someone in, like a mate, and even like a good mate who you have good banter with, and you bring them into a green room, and then they're sat there going, "Is this all right?"
I've got some friends who will come and watch the show and I go, "There's your seat. I'm gonna go and do the bit I like." But I remember my girlfriend. She this was the first club she came to like. When she goes, "Oh, can I come to the gig?" I go, "Yeah, of course." She comes in the green room, and she held her own.
That's
and then the other comedians are going, "She's great."
Yeah, that's because like you met my missus, and that's when I thought like the first date she had 2 shows here, and I had to leave her in the green room on her own. And I come back and she was having a laugh with everyone. I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be sound."
It's fit though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see that, I guess it's like when you introduce them to your mates for the first time, and if they don't get on, you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be hard work." Or if you introduce them to your family, and you go, "Oh, they don't fucking like her."
Yeah.
But the one I get most nervous about is because there's nothing worse than when you bring a friend to a green room or a partner or whatever, and they're a cock. They're not fun, or they moan about. They go, oh well, all these boys are horrible, and you're like,
it's a bit toxic.
but that's what we do. It's the only place we're allowed to do it anymore.
I think the worst is the other way though. You know when because some people get a bit like, and they want to be involved. It's always a lad mate. They want to be involved, and they're like, huh, and they go, and they jump in too high.
Yeah.
They go too far. They reach for the stars and miss. It's just, and you go, oh, you look like a twat there, you know.
One of my best mates, you know him, is John Schumacher.
Yeah,
he is one of the most naturally funny people. Did stand up for a bit. I've known him for about 15 years now, and at the Frog and Bucket, he came in and he was a bit pissed, and he came out with all these, like, he's got little set piece things that when he meets new people, and he's like, bah, bah, the green room's tiny, and he's so loud. And Jeff Innocent, who's big comedian, like about 60 years old, he went, can someone get him fucking out of the green room, please? And I thought, oh God, he's ruined it for because he's just like a little puppy who wants to be part of the gang, but he was going out some awful shit.
Oh, John.
Oh, John.
That's what he's like, though, into anything. You're like, oh, John.
But you could introduce him to your mum, and he would smash it into. He'd probably smash it as well.
Probably would shag your mum,
But mums love him. They're like,
everyone loves him now. He's so charming.
Yeah,
he's fucking, and he's fucking. He's honestly one of the best comedians who never does stand up.
Yeah, don't try. And he goes, I've got this idea. You're really good at it as well, where something could happen to you that day, the day before, and then that night it's a 10-minute bit.
Yeah,
like you're just really like, I wish I could do that, where I have to sit and be like, fucking, I'm trying, because I care, like I care about getting it wrong so much, but you probably don't by just getting on stage and doing it. Because I've never seen you go on stage and try a 10-minute bit and everyone go, they just don't.
It does happen.
And he's doing a tour this year, and you can check that out. But he is just great at getting on and just being funny. There's so many of those people though where I'm in a way I'm going, oh, it'd be great if you did stand up, but also I'm like,
don't come back.
Yeah, fuck off. Stay in your office, Joe.
Honestly, I saw him play. What did he play? It was in Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yeah, I seen it at the Ep10.
He's great in that as well. Fucking baffled because you act. I did my first bit of acting. I had a tiny bit in Tin Star. Which is just what me shouting echo. But then there's a guy called John May, the Scouse actor.
You showed me this guy a few months ago.
Oh, he's great. So he's done like a charity version of the we're trying to raise money for this place called Come Together Christmas. It's like a charity is trying to get like kids presents for Christmas for like poor families and stuff like that. Do donate on Derby Lane if you've got any spare cash, or go down there and see them. Come Together Christmas 2020 on Instagram.
But actually do it, because I'm one of them. Do you know when you get called and you go, that'd be lovely to do, and then I never do it. Do it.
Yeah, we've managed to
do it, you tight sod.
After this horrible podcast, if anyone's made it this far, do something nice.
I'm giving away my dog to the charity.
So yeah, he's doing like a Christmas film, a version of the Christmas Carol with his characters Kenny Corona. So I'm playing the Ghost of Christmas Presents in it, and I was like, I really got into it. Like the process of acting for like film is really cool because like everything stops start and you can do the line like 20 times in a row,
different ways.
And then at first I was like, oh, I've just done it.
Yeah,
just done it. But then once I nailed one. And I was like on the 20th go, I was like, I've nailed that. And that was so much better than the first one. I was like, that's why you do it, yeah. And I kind of got into the whole thing then, and we were bouncing off each other, and we were adding bits in, and then going, okay, that bit didn't quite work, so we take that out. And I was like, this is lovely, because you don't get to do this with stand-up.
You try it.
You get to tweak things, but not in that kind of rapid succession. And
also to have the rapport with someone else where you go, like, if you get to act with a good actor, you suddenly become a better actor because you're going, oh, yeah. And it just becomes, it's mucking about.
It was such good fun. I want to do more of it, but then I see people act on stage, and you know when people someone's got to remember a fucking hour and a half of Shakespeare. I'm like, how the fuck is that in your head? I remember once doing a Shakespeare play, and I was playing Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream, actually, like little elfie, gimpy one. And there was one of the nights I just forgot, and there was a line that I'd say, or like a fucking rhyming couplet or whatever, and it would sort a sound cue out, a lighting cue out, and make the whole cast, that was their cue to go. And I just was like, and
And then it's getting quieter, and it feels like you stood on stage for a lifetime. And I went, we best be off then. And everyone went, okay. And I just fucked.
Did everyone go?
And it was meant to be like, forsooth the moon upon the thing, and da 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 da. And I just went, best be off then.
I'm getting off.
I'm seeing a bit interval time. Get an ice cream. I've had loads of those moments though, where like I remember doing Panto a couple of years ago, and I was sick it was Boxing Day, so we get your day off, go back home for Christmas, come back, and it was like a 10 a.m. show, and I was pissed. And I'd do this big number at the end of Act 1, like da 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 da, sung, and then just felt the sick go, whoa, and I went, whoa, swallow. What the fuck?
That's professional.
I'm dressed as a Chinese Aladdin. What am I doing?
Chinese.
It's always Chinese. Always Chinese.
Why?
I don't know. It's always Chinese. For some reason, it's always Chinese Aladdin. Like full.
And it's stated as a Chinese Aladdin. Are you assuming that?
No, full like contract says
I was dying
draw
to,
the eyes. Like it's. I had a thingy hat on.
I was dying to say Aladdin. Oh, this is so bad.
I mean,
God.
it was in Billingham at the Billingham Forum, so you could have
Mate,
said Aladdin.
Fucking love that gaff.
It's sick, isn't it? It's weird.
Billingham, mate. For some reason, I sell more tickets in Billingham than Liverpool. Like I don't know why it is.
Don't that theatre look like it's been dropped like SimCity? Like where you go, why the fuck is there a 1,000-seater theatre?
It's beautiful, innit? And like, fucking, I swear to God, like I go there and it's doing like multiple shows there. I think I sold like 6 out this year or something. Sick. Fucking ridiculous, right? I was supposed to do this. I'll be next year now. But I went going there last year and we were staying just outside in Stockton and this like little fucking like it was like in this travel lodge. It was like a David Lloyd there, and this guy had sorted it out, so he was fucking taking us around. Got like 3 Parmos and Manjaros and shit. And some guy had messaged me. Oh, it was fucking brilliant. Like I ate all that shit, but I love proper places, right?
Yeah.
And this guy from Billingham Boxing Club, they've got fucking boss, great place, right? Proper rough ass boxing gym. He goes, "Do you want to come down and do some pads, do some boxing and that?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, give me something to do in the day." So goes down and goes in. And I swear to God, it's just full of like, well, it's just gypsies and like, like vests and
no one's got top on.
like fucking.
There's waltzers parked outside.
Just bulldogs everywhere, right? And I was like, but they fucking loved me and they were lovely, just lovely. And one of them's like, oh, "I'll get you the dog. I'm going to prison in a few weeks, so it'll probably have to be when I come out, but I'll sort you the dog out." And that, and it's fucking. I was like, yeah, it's that.
I love those. Like they're the type of people from like Billingham. I don't know where you grew up, but like there's places near me that are rough as fuck.
It's like where I grew up. Yeah, I grew up on like Canny Farm. It's called. So it's very similar. Yeah.
So I grew up in a place called Tameside, which is like called Shameside, and it's minging. But I think those people who get the worst rap, who have fuck all, are the best.
Oh yeah,
because they're up for that good night out, and
they'll rob you.
Oh, of course they'll rob you. But they'll do it in a friend. It'll be like John Schumacher. It'll be like, "This PS5 is mine. Happy Christmas." And you go, "What a guy!
Yeah,
what a guy!"
A fella did come in. I was like in the boxing gym. Was like, "Do you need anything?" And I was like, "What do you need?" They were like, "Do you want anything? Do you need like a telly or anything?" And I was like, "Nah." And he was like, "He's just gonna go there." And he was like, "I'll go and get you one from Argos." I was like, "How are you robbing from Argos?" Like you have to put you have to put it on.
374.
Yes. And he was like, "Nah, no, they have tellies on the wall, display models and that. I'll just unscrew it." And I was like, "Nah, I'm all right, mate. I'm in the car."
Yeah, I'm quite well known, and if I'm walking around and I got stolen telly.
Oh, fucking love gas like that, rough ass places the gate,
but the best.
Yeah,
I'd rather be scum than
like proper fucking. I love like I always respect. Like you see some homeless people and like they're begging, but like they come up and they've always got like that story.
Yeah.
Like they've got like the sales patter. And he's always leading to cash.
Yeah.
But I love those stories. As a professional storyteller, I listen to them sometimes going, "You're fucking fantastic at this."
It's sort of like standing in it where you're going, "It's hack, mate. I've heard that." And then some people get into a bit of crowd work and they're going, "What do you do?
Yeah.
Where are you off to?" And you go, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, I because they have the right amount of engage you, bit of rapport, get you going.
They
ask
look
you some
right
questions.
as well.
Yeah.
I always check the trainers.
I'm
I'm like, they're fucking new
I feel
TNs, them.
fucking terrible, right? This is fucking weird that you say that, because just before there's a homeless guy around here, Ado, right? And I always try and help him out with a bit of cash and stuff like that. I'm not trying to fucking big myself up like I'm a great guy, but I do, because he's a dead nice fella. I always chat to him and stuff. And I come out the other week, and it's like he was outside. Said, "Are you not in the hostel?" And he was like, "Nah." So I give him a bit of money, and he was like, "Fucking hell, good job. Like, thanks for doing that, because it was raining on the day." And he's like, "Fucking just ripped my shoes, got holes in my shoes." And I was like, "Fucking hell." And I know he's the same size as me because I've given him shoes before.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, mate." I just gave him the shoes that I had on, but I had these fucking mad, like, fucking Nike, like 270 Bauhaus. They had all fucking mad colours, lovely shoes. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll have them because they're fucking pretty, like they're in good nick." So I gave him to him, and he was made up, right? And I saw him before, and I was like, all right. And he must have known, because they stand out, these shoes. And he was like, fucking hell, he's going to know that I haven't had these shoes on. So I felt like he had to explain where the shoes were. He went, "Mate, I've had to fucking leave those shoes in the Philharmonic because fucking, like, so they don't get robbed." And I was like, fucking hell. I was like, "Did he stand out?" He went, "No, it's not that." So no one gives me fucking money when I got them on. I was like... And I was like, shit, I didn't think about that. Like, you don't look homeless enough. I was like, that's fucking horrible, that.
But it's such a bad thing that when they come over, I always look at the I go, "Nah."
Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, because like everyone's got a different situation. Some are homeless because they're like addicted or whatever, and some are homeless because of circumstance.
Yeah.
And part of me just wants to be like, fuck off. But you go, you can't. And you judge them so bad, and they're probably judging me. And I always feel like I'm the one who stands out in a high street. Like, do you know where it's like, why is everyone approaching me today? I don't know what, maybe I just look friendly. And he's there like, "Fuck off with your fucking new trainers."
You got better shoes on than me. You give me a quid. I always fucking... I remember some guy ask... I always think it's... I love it when they do something mad.
What,
you get a lot of them in Liverpool. So, like, I remember a guy, an Irish guy, and he said, "I've got to try and get the ferry," right? And I fucking fell for... I give him... He wanted 14 quid, right? Which is a fucking... It's a big number to ask for like, a beg. Do you know what I mean? And I was like... This is hilarious. Like, fucking... he was like, "I'm trying to get back on the ferry home." Like, I was on a stag do, and I've been lost. And I was like, "I don't believe you, but that's fucking... I don't know." There was just a right amount of believability. And I went, all right, I gave him 15 quid, right? And then he come up and done the same one to me the next week. And I was like, "Yeah, I fucking knew you were blagging me."
Did you say it to him?
Yeah. I was like, but I was laughing because I was like, I fucking fell for that one there. And he was friends. You got to try it out, you know what I mean? And I was like, "No, what, fair play."
Because that is fair play, innit? Like, they've done their thing.
Yeah.
And some are genuine, some aren't.
It's entertaining.
Like, I did it a couple of weeks ago where I was having a bit of a shitty day. And this guy comes over and he's like, "Yeah, mate." And I went, "Yeah." And I usually go, I can't, sorry. And he goes, "Oh, mate, have you got any change?" And I just thought, this guy's having a worse day than me.
Yeah.
And then I reached in my pocket and I had some notes. I very rarely carry cash because people don't anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know some of them are 20s and I know some of them are 10s. I'm quite happy to give them a 10. So I'm trying to I'm going, yeah, trying to figure out which, like, fucking feeling in my pocket. Pulled out a 20 and I'm like, oh. And he went, "Mate, that's a lot, that." And I went, "Yeah." When I could have gone, "I'll just give you 10 then." But even he was like, my story weren't even that good.
And you were like, "You got change."
And then I was going to...
Just take 2 and get 18 back.
"There's no ferry round here, mate. I'll give you this 20. And the first thing I was going to do was text my girlfriend, "Just give a homeless guy 20 quid. And I thought, why am I doing that? Because I want someone to say,
"Well, you need..."
And this is Do you know what? I've done this by accident because I was going, I won't tell anyone. And in fact, I've given a homeless guy 20 quid. And I'm a really good guy. Merry Christmas.
Karma will get you though. Like I honestly always think about this. I gave a homeless fella a tenner outside Tesco's, right? Walked back to my car and there was 20 quid on the floor. And I always think that's the maddest bit of karma I've ever had.
I love a bit of karma.
But then I went and gave him. I kept the 20. I went back to give him the 20 quid as well because I thought if that's got me 20 quid, what's to give him 20 quid going to get me?
Like you put it all on red.
Yeah. Because that's the fucking mentality I have. That's why I shouldn't do scratch cards and shit.
Karma is not a thing that you invest in. It's not going. It's just a thing that comes back to you.
And then I thought, he wasn't there, right? Because he must have got the tenner for fucking sound. I'm going to get myself some dinner. And I was like, fuck. So I kept it in my car till the next time I saw him and gave him the 20 quid. Thinking, ooh.
What are we going to have?
It's never come back.
Your old traders would have been back there. You were, fuck, I don't want these.
Saying that, I've done pretty well for myself, so maybe that's why.
20 quids. Yeah, he's the reason you've sold out the Echo Arena. You'll see me in the street in a minute just lobbing money around.
Because I thought I was like, karma's going to be like, you cheeky man, I'm going to fall off big now.
Yeah. Karma's ears have been burning and gone, fuck, you know the game.
Ruined it. We're going to have to fucking wrap this up because you have another podcast today.
I'm just doing podcast
You're
after
fucking
podcast.
busy, man, mate.
I've done one this morning.
You done one?
Yeah.
Mate, you're on a podcast tour.
I mean, I've not done any for ages, but I'm doing a podcast tour. Anything to make sure that I'm not watching the telly. This has been a treat.
It has. It's been very fun to talk to you. I don't see you enough.
I know.
It's a shame. But you know what? We'll be back working soon.
I thought you were going to come up with a solution. Don't see you enough.
Well, I mean, there's no solution other than like Boris letting us go back to work. But then it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So
we'll see you next year.
See you next year, mate.
We can rub our dicks on each other
mate,
and share a fleshlight.
Just fucking we got perfect dick match.
I'm going to buy a... Do you know what? I'm going to ruin it now if my girlfriend's watching. I'm going to buy some sex toys for Christmas.
I'm going to send you the little link to a prostate massager and a good fleshlight.
And something for her.
She's got enough. She's got one.
She hasn't.
She's got one. You don't think she's got one?
Oh, she's got one.
No, she's got one, hasn't she?
Yeah. Throw sex toys out the pram. I'm going to fuck a bit of plastic.
Silicon, mate.
Oh.
Real feel.
I'm going to fuck a bit of plastic.
So yeah, we gotta go. Thank you all for listening. Please follow Brennan Reece on Insta. What is it? At Brennan Reece.
At Brennan Reece. And then we do the roast show here as well.
Yeah. What's the roast show on a Sunday night, 5 p.m. If you want to get involved with the roast show, you can do that by texting in a picture. You can get Brennan or Freddie Quinn or Rob Mulholland to roast you. As well, anything else you want to plug while you're here?
Just my arsehole.
Just plug his
sweet
arsehole.
little
With
arsehole.
a fucking lovely prostate massager. If Love Honey is watching this and you want to sponsor the show, 30% off of that. I fucking love that, you know. Yeah, thank you all for watching and listening. If you have enjoyed it, please click like and subscribe. Give us a nice little review, 5 stars only. If you've enjoyed it but not quite to the 5 stars, just leave it. I know you think you're doing a good thing by giving me 4 stars, thinking, you know what, it was good, but it wasn't quite up there top level. I really appreciate your opinion, but just leave it at nothing. I'd rather not have anything than a 4-star review. Just 5 stars or nothing. And don't be that prick who does 1 stars. Because karma will get you. Yeah, you've heard what can happen. Yeah, so do all that shit as well. Like, subscribe, and just give us a follow. I'm at Paul is the Joker on Instagram and at Paul Smith Podcast or at Paul Smith Pod on Twitter. And I'll see you all again next time. Thank you for coming, Brennan. Thank you. Say bye to the people. Goodbye. I don't know where the camera is. Bye from anymore. Scruff as well. Scruff, yeah, bye. Bye, Scruff. Bye, everyone. Bye.